Hey there, it's Ella from the Spline team. Recently, we launched Shape Blend, which is an amazing tool that lets you create stunning visual and interactive effects. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through step by step how to use this tool to create your very own gummy bear. Ready? Let's get started. So we'll get started in a new file. And we can activate Shape Blend here in the drop-down menu from the top toolbar. And when you click on it, you will see this new menu at the top with primitive shapes. We have cube, sphere, torus, and cylinder. Let's select the cylinder shape. Now, if we click on the Shape Blend group and go over to the left-hand panel, we can adjust the resolution and this will give us a smoother result. Now adjust its shape from the right panel. To make it narrower at the neck, reduce the value of the top option. And here I can adjust the corners of my shape to make the edges smoother. Before continuing with the design, let's create our shiny gummy bear material. Click on the body's shape blended group and ensure that the material option is selected. This will help the material affect the entire design equally. Now let's add some color. You can use a depth layer for gradient effect. I'll use a reddish and then an orange tone and add another depth layer for highlights. Now here, let's adjust the opacity to get a smoother blend with the other materials. Now let's add a shine using a matte cap. Select the matte cap and we can change the blend mode to overlay. Lower the opacity for a softer effect. Now, let's select the physical lighting type. Set the blend mode to screen. Finally, we can add a Fresnel layer. This is going to give us that nice highlight shine. Now, let's turn this material into a material asset. Click on the 4-dot icon. Now click on the plus icon. Name it, and you're all set. I can re-edit my asset materials whenever I want, and that will affect the entire design. And now if I add another shape, for example, a sphere, we can blend it in with the body and also with the material. Let's start by designing the body of our gummy bear. We have already the torso, so now let's add the legs and arms. First, go to the toolbar and select a cylinder to design the leg. Now let's click on the Shape Blend group and then go over here to Blending Level to adjust. Nice. And now I'll adjust the corners, rotation, and position of the leg just a bit. Okay, that looks great. Next, we'll duplicate it to create that right leg by hitting Command D. To make it more of a mirror image, you can invert the values on the x-axis for position and rotation. So for example, remove the negative sign from the position, and for the x-axis rotation, set it to -180. And there you go, perfectly mirrored legs. Now let's move on to the arms. We'll repeat the same process. Here I can duplicate this same cylinder to use it for my arms, and then I can adjust the rotation of the arms like this. And now we can tweak the value a bit, making it slightly smaller and adjusting the top to make it narrower at the shoulders. Duplicate it. And that's it. We now have the complete body of our gummy bear. For the head, our main piece will be the sphere. I select this sphere that appears in the center by default, so let's move it up and pop. There it is. Now I can adjust the size and lower it to connect to the rest of the bear's body. Now let's add a cylinder for the nose. and I'll adjust the rotation to 95 degrees. And tweak the top to shape it just a bit. For the eyes, I'll start with cylinders to create some depth. And we'll set their operation to subtract. And now we can see how this hole takes the shape. I'll adjust the corner to make the effect smoother. Then let's duplicate it from the other eye. Let's tweak the position a bit. To finish the eye, I'll add 2 small spheres. This time, I'll keep their operations in union mode. Now let's move on to my favorite part, the ears. Use a cylinder and adjust the rotation to 90 degrees. Position it roughly in place and tweak the settings to adjust the corners. I'll use another shape in subtract mode to add some depth to the ears. And finally, I'll duplicate the first ear and mirror its position to place it on the other side. Now I'll duplicate the ear and adjust its position to create this mirror effect. Even though the parts are in separate groups, they'll still blend together because they're all part of the same shape blend group. And there you have it, our bear head is complete. And as a final touch, we can create a rectangle with the depth layer to create this shadow effect. You can customize it further by experimenting with different colors, combinations, and interactive effects. For example, adding a look at event so your bear follows your cursor. Or you can use the follow event to create this smooth flowing movement. How cool is that? But if you want more in-depth information on this new tool, head over to the Shape Blend tutorial we have linked in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.